Hello students, myself Dr. C.R. Chougule, Head Department of English, Gopal Krishna Gokhale College, Kolhapur. This lecture is for the students of BA 3 Compulsory English. Name of the paper F is English for Communication for the semester 6. Let us know the module 7 B2, the poem Bora Ring, written by Judith Wright. Judith Andredale Wright was an Australian poetess. She was a recipient of the Christopher Brennan Award. She was also a recipient of the Australian National Living Treasure Award in 1998. After completing her education at University of Sydney, she worked in an advertising agency and as a secretary at the University of Queensland. From 1949, she lectured part-time at various Australian universities, becoming honorary tutor in English at the University of Queensland at Brisbane in 1967. In 1945, Wright's poetry began to appear in magazines. Much of her poetry was marked by restraint and lyric verse that decried materialism and outside influences on native cultures. Judith Wright was a campaigner for the land rights of the Aboriginal people of Australia. The poem Bora Ring presents her poignancy at the loss of the culture of the Australian indigenous people under the impact of the colonization of Europe. There are two perspectives behind writing this poem. The first perspective is that the view of the settlers, and the second is that the view of the indigenous. In this poem, we can find that the first two stanzas were written for the indigenous people and the next two stanzas were written in perspective of European settlers. The poet uses the perspective of nature for mourning for the loss of the Aboriginal culture and presenting the story. Bora Ring is a cultural sacred site for indigenous Australians. In the first stanza, Wright describes the loss of the song, dances and stories and rituals of the native Australians. The poet uses the adjective gone, secret, useless and lost, which emphasizes her regret that this culture of the Australian Aboriginal people has disappeared. Dancing and singing were important things in Australian culture, but all are gradually lost now. In this poem, we can find that how indigenous people love to dance with the song and maintain the ritual of their ancestors. Songs are used to express emotions and their stories are presented through songs. The song is Gone presents the idea that the death of the race is inevitable, not only physical but also in spirit. The poet, through her use of metaphor, last in an alien tale, which highlights how Aboriginal culture has been replaced by the culture of the European people as a result of white settlement in Australia. Her use of the word alien stresses her view that the white colonists do not belong to Australia. They are the foreigners in the land of Australian Aboriginal people. In the second stanza, we find that the poet tries to describe the remains of a Bora ring. She uses a lot of imagery in the poem, such as standing grass mark the dancing ground. This makes the reader picture an indigenous dancing ring with music and songs. The grass that stands up is the only physical evidence of Aboriginal existence, showing their culture deep-rooted in nature. Nature is the only reminder of the lost Aboriginal culture. The grass is personified as standing up that circles the dancing rings, almost as if it is guarding this sacred area. The poet also personifies the apple gum. She tells about their movements of apple gum trees, reminds us the past festive moments. The murmur and the broker chant shows that all are lost. The poetess use of the verb posture and mime tries to explain the way in which past generation of indigenous people gathered for the Korube, a sacred and ceremonial meeting involving music, song and dance. The line posture and mime, a past Korube, shows that Aboriginal culture and life are intertwined into the earth and will always exist in spirit and nature. The deserted space now lies overgrown with tall grasses and apple gum trees, the only remnant, perhaps a lost tradition. Thanks for listening me carefully and attentively. Thank you.